This is Oleum bacillium, street name Olbus. It's a legal high posing as a so-called remedy shipped in from Switzerland. And though their Nordic nostrils are prepared and educated on the dangers of Olbus, innocent Twitch streamers and animators are ill-informed and travel down a dark path, eventually pushing the stuff and promoting it to their susceptible audiences. Hello, I'm Death Mau Mau, and tonight I'll be taking you on this exclusive report into the Olbus epidemic. Now, many casual viewers at home may have experimented with Olbus in the past, usually in the form of the Olbus inhaler used recreationally every couple of months, and that's perfectly safe. But for some people, that isn't enough. They crave harder stuff, and that's when they move on to Olbus oil. Huffing that stuff will get you the best decongestion around, a massive euphoric rush of nasal clearance that addicts crave. Now, Olbus may look innocent enough, but if the inhaler isn't enough, and then the rush of the oil isn't enough, that's when they move on to Olbus bath. That's right, you heard correctly, bath. Some people submerge themselves in the stuff in order to satisfy their dependencies. The sick bastards. The Mail Online reported several side effects to long-term Olbus abuse. These include most notably nose rot, and in the most extreme circumstances, pigs will start to develop behind the user's ears. Unfortunately, the Daily Mail is not a trusted news source, so this could all be bollocks. Now comes the time to point fingers at one of these fuckers who's introducing new people to Olbus through their internet platform. This is British animator David Firth, but more recently he's been on Twitch sniffing his brains out. This following video will demonstrate to you how harmful and addictive the Olbus rush can truly be. Viewer discretion is advised, but if you feel any rage towards Mr. Firth during this video, please use the following tag which is now being flashed up on screen.
Does it make you a little bit high if you have a bit too much? This is good shit. Olbus, it's Olbus. I'm not getting high, it's Olbus. I think you can overdose on Olbus. You just keep getting fresher and fresher.
It just makes you want to throw up, doesn't it? And since then we've had more unconfirmed allegations that Mr. Firth has been spiking a local cat's bowl with Olbus-laced milk to get it hooked so it visits him more often. Now you look at these photos and you ask yourself, is this Morgie off its tits? Well, I'm afraid that's just something that you'll have to decide for yourselves. However, we must ask you to stop using the tag that we gave you earlier on in the evening, as many people have been conflating it with the much more famous and handsome Colin Firth. Here are some of the misguided tweets that we've had come in. Again, our sincerest apologies to Colin Firth and our sincerest disgust to David Firth. Our next interview is with a current Olbus abuser who agreed to let us know what it's like to live with the addiction. For the purposes of safety and of privacy, the interviewee's identity has been protected. How did you initially get involved in Olbus?
Well, my friends were doing it, so I thought I'd give it a go.
And how has this affected your life?
Now, most days, I'm so monged out on the stuff, I can't even walk straight. I used to be a frequent jogger, you know. Now I spend most of my days just sleeping, waiting for the next fix. I wish I'd never taken that first sniff, but now I'm on a dark ride with no visible stops.
A truly heartbreaking story, but unfortunately just one of many cases. Also, for this report, we spoke to leading expert in the field, Matthew Perry. Good evening, Mr. Perry.
Good evening.
Mr. Perry, how bad is the Olbus epidemic on our streets so far?
It's proper dogger. There's just Olbus heads everywhere. I mean, it's making city centres a dangerous place for both young'uns and boomers like David Firth.
How would you propose tackling this monstrous epidemic? Would you, for example, call for a ban?
Look, if you try and ban it, it'll just go underground. Really, the only way forward is to educate.
What can be done for those currently struggling with addiction?
Current addicts, you can try and wean them off with a dilute form of the stuff, but really that's about it.
What would you say to those considering trying Olbus?
Don't. Look, it is a simple message. If someone offers you some, do not take it.
Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you caught the message. If you've been affected by any of the issues in tonight's programme, please feel free to go to our dedicated Discord server and chat to one of our staff in open voice chat. Alternatively, you can write into twitch.tv/DavidFirth. And until next time, stay safe and sniff responsibly. Good night.